It's not too often you see me right in the middle of the Melbourne CBD. But there are gardens everywhere, if you know where to look. This is the entrance to what I think is one of the best buildings in the city. Yes, it has a rooftop garden, but that's just the beginning. This building is a new home for people who need it the most. Make Room is a 6-storey council-owned building, and up until recently, it wasn't being used for much other than storage. It's been given a complete transformation and retrofitted to create 50 studio apartments, providing secure housing for people experiencing long-term homelessness. Each apartment is fully furnished, and people can stay for at least a year or until they find somewhere they prefer. People have just started moving in here over the last couple of months, so I'm heading upstairs to see the heart of any home, the garden. It's a pretty decent size. The rooftop's 655 square metres, with a barbecue area and plenty of seating for socialising and workshops. There's around 20 raised garden beds fitted with low-maintenance wicking systems. There's a good mix of perennial herbs, some natives, fruit trees and seasonal annuals like chilli, capsicum and eggplant. Building Make Room has been a massive team effort between Melbourne Council, the state government, philanthropists and non-profit organisation Unused Housing.
Working here is amazing. I get to see the next step in a lot of the clients' lives that I've worked with, going from street-based homelessness into supportive accommodation where they get wraparound holistic care.
Hayley Morgan has worked in health and homelessness for years and knows how special this place is.
People that have been rough sleeping and entrenched in it for such a long period of time often don't get the opportunity to have supported accommodation. They could be offered a house that's really far away where they don't know anyone, and then it all falls apart and the cycle sort of starts again. So being able to support people for 12 months or for as long as they're here, while they're here, just helps build up a lot of their living skills. So once they're out in housing in the community, they've got the skills.
And what an amazing thing to have this space, a garden.
Yeah. It's showing people around when they're about to move in. This is always one of the favourites. And memories as well. So people come up here and they look at the garden and there's always a bit of a story. So whether it's remembering other periods of their life or family members that used to grow tomatoes and that sort of thing. So it really just provides that home connection as well. So we've got our gardening group, which is on once a week. Or if you don't have any tomatoes for your dinner, you can run up here, get some tomatoes. We've had people making like eggplant dip and all these different recipes, which is pretty cool.
You can see how many we've got. We've got heaps.
There's a few in there. Yeah, definitely.
Tiff moved in about 4 months ago. She's planting some seedlings, so I'm going to give her a hand. So who was your gardening influence?
My foster dad taught me gardening skills at home.
Really?
Yeah. I actually got to go out on the farm as well and have a little shot at that with my dog, Rackets.
Rackets?
Yeah,
That's a great name.
He was really rowdy.
What sort of dog was he?
He was a Kelpie.
Yeah.
Kelpie Aussie.
What have you learnt from the garden over the years? Like, what's it sort of given you? And nature?
How things can work together. How things can work together to help each other.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, really. And how simple things can be if you really just look after what you have. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? Like, the older you get, the more people try and complicate life, don't they?
I think the separation of people from people and disconnection from communication with what matters first, which is this. You know what I mean? Because we all like to eat good food, right? Yeah. And then good food makes you think good. So, yeah. It's all how you think about it, really. Yeah.
That, that's it. And it's so easy for us to take for granted when you have the
Yeah.
safety of a shelter
Yeah.
that, you know, you suddenly get it again, and just that basic need to find calm and balance.
And it can be scary too. If you're used to being on the streets, there's actually a community there. So you're never alone. So to then move in to an apartment too can be quite quiet and isolating, which is also why the outdoor space is so important. Some people, when they first move in, they might sleep for 4 days. So they might just sleep for a long time. And then slowly over time, you see them making it a home, putting in diffusers and rugs and pot plants and things like that into their rooms.
Wow, that must be like that difference between a house
Yeah.
and a home. Like,
It's massive difference. And it's a really nice transition to see. It's one of my favourite things.
one thing I remember growing up with my grandparents and my parents was whenever you went to someone's place, you always took something. And I thought, you know, coming and visiting someone's new place here, it'd be really nice to be able to give them a plant. And this was a gift that has then created pups. And then those pups have gone on as gifts to others. So it just really is that gift that keeps on giving. So this is the Chinese money plant, or pilia. It's a great indoor plant. It's really tough. And I've got a few little op shop special pots here. And I'm going to make some gifts to be given. So I might get in here with the secateurs. So there's one, and two, three, four, five. Look at that. I'm using a combination of 2 parts quality potting mix with 1 part perlite and horticultural charcoal. And I've got some plastic pots that I've cut down to size. So this has got plenty of roots, this little pup. Now I just need to backfill it, tamp it down. That looks pretty good. I'll just put it in this pot. Look at that. Now, don't be fooled by the slightly weathered appearance of this devil's ivy or potos. I actually took this cutting from my place and I brought it down with me because I thought that way I can give this as a gift as well. I'm dividing my cutting into several smaller pieces, making sure each piece has a node or even a small root at the bottom. Remove a couple of the lower leaves as needed. Use a pen or a stick to make a few small holes. Then plant each cutting deep enough so that at least one node is buried. I'm putting multiple cuttings into the one pot for a fuller look faster. Now, all of these plants will need some time to recover from their transplant. Just treat them carefully, give them some soft light. Don't overwater them, just keep the soil moist. And over this next period of time, they'll grow new roots, and before long, nice new leaves, and they'll settle in. What do you like about being in the garden?
Just the excitement of watching the progression of how it grows and getting to understand it, you know, like just seeing how life is, really, and living it at the same time and being excited to take care of things. Having a responsibility is really cool, isn't it? Like, these guys rely on us, and at the end of the day, in certain ways, if we plant them, that's different than if they grow out in the wild, I think.
Yeah, that nurture.
Yeah. Oh, they're looking good. They'll grow fast, yeah?
Yeah.
Do you want some water over you?
Yeah, go for it. What's the reality out there on the streets?
In other councils, people are getting fined for rough sleeping on the streets. rather than being provided support. So the City of Melbourne doing this initiative, we can directly help people that are rough sleeping in the City of Melbourne and house them until their permanent housing comes along.
Wow, I mean, you know, that idea that, oh, well, if you don't see it, it doesn't exist. It's not going to fix the problem.
Yeah, and nor does moving people on. And I think that tends to happen in a lot of councils where rough sleepers just get moved on from one area to another, but it never addresses the situation. People need housing. Housing's a solution.
This is the last of the apartments to be occupied, but someone will be moving in shortly. So I thought I'd leave one of our little pups as a housewarming. Almost 1/5 of Melbourne's office buildings are empty, which means there's a lot of potential accommodation and plenty of rooftop gardens waiting for inspiration. I better start making a few more of those.